Welcome back to MvM Live. I'm Ryan.
I'm Kira.
And we're here with the first official episode of our new program where we're going to be live streaming our way through just games that we want to play, games that we think you want to watch us play, and games that we can get a little competitive with, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, with that in mind, we chose Dice Throne because I guess it's very competitive.
I love this game.
It's very
play
competitive.
This game a lot. It's very competitive. I picked up Dice Throne Season 1 for my husband for his birthday. And it was kind of like a surprise. I backed this game for you. We got the Battle Box, got Season 2. We've been playing it nonstop. I really love this game because I can easily play Season 1 characters with Season 2, but we're going to focus on Season 2 characters today. I went ahead and I'm starting with probably my favorite character so far. I don't know, it's hard. I really like lots of the characters in this game.
I'll tell you that, the draw for me in this game is how cool the characters look. The artwork on these characters is fantastic, and you just want to play every character because they all play very differently, which is exciting.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, the Vampire Lord is the one I'm going to start with because mainly because I believe I've played with her the most, so I'm the most familiar with her, so I want to make sure that we start off good. I think for Ryan, it's the same thing with the Gunslinger.
I think the Gunslinger's cool. That's
great
I like
entry character for sure.
I like the six shooters, Old West thing.
Yeah,
here,
she's super cool. So let's talk about our different character abilities just a little bit. So one of the things in Dice Throne, so we'll switch to the screen where you can see our boards.
Yeah.
You've got a different set of powers based on your character. So, and there's little tokens that go with them, and they're going to come into effect in different ways. So for me, I've got blood power. I can stack 4 of these on myself throughout the game. Each of those tokens can be used either one at a time. I can do a combo, so if I want to use 2 and 1 for these 2 different abilities, I have 4 abilities in one token for one, 2 for another, 3 for another, 4 for another.
Okay.
If I want to use the 4 token one, that's the only one I can use if I've got 4 tokens. Mesmerize, so for blood power, there are different things. So I can either add to my damage with 1 token. I can remove a status effect with 2 tokens. For 3 tokens, I can draw some cards. For 4 tokens, I can heal myself equal to the amount of damage I'm doing, which is pretty epic.
Man, that sounds rough for me.
Yeah,
I've never played against the vampire before, so this is going to be a first.
So Mesmerize allows me to use this token to force a reroll, but I have to actually get a roll that's good. So I have to roll a 5 or 6 first, and then I can. So it's a little bit of luck, but there is another use for Mesmerize, which comes into play on my player board, and we'll talk about that when it comes up. And then Bleed, which is one of the best effects I have, which is a negative status effect against my opponent. When I put a Bleed token, I can do up to 2 of these on my opponent. They are going to have to roll at the beginning of each of their phase during the upkeep phase to see if they take damage or not. So it's kind of an ongoing, persistent damage throughout. And then, of course, we're going to start with 2 CP each and 50 health. I'll be the start player, so I won't get my income phase. But first, we'll go over to Ryan, who'll talk about his effects.
Yeah, so my character shoots a lot of guns.
Boom, boom.
Which is awesome. Every round I get a reload token that lets me basically add extra damage to my attack if it's successful. I can put a bounty on you, which lets me do additional damage. I can knock you down, which basically takes away your action phase for the turn, which is awesome. And I have an ability called Evasive, where if I trigger this, whenever I take damage, I can roll a die. If I roll a 1 or a 2, I avoid all that damage. So
that's awesome.
That's awesome. And you have my deck, and your deck is right there.
That's funny. I have been shuffling your deck, haven't I?
You have been, so it's nice. It's nicely shuffled.
So very nicely shuffled. You'll need this one too then. So another thing we want to point out before we get started is we are doing a giveaway during this live stream for a battle box, which will contain the Gunslinger and the Samurai, if I'm not mistaken, graciously provided by Roxley. So if you would like to enter to win that, just make sure you're commenting during the stream. Another way to enter to win is to share out on social media using the hashtag MvMLive. Just share the link to the stream, help people know about this, what we're doing right now, and we'll call all those at the end, and we'll announce the winner
next week.
Well, no, later today.
Later today?
Later today.
Okay,
We'll announce the winner later today in the comments and on our social media channels because we really want to make
Yeah,
it all
fantastic.
about being a part of our stream right now. So.
Yeah, and if you're interested in this game at all, share Title Win, because the Gunslinger versus Samurai box is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's super cool how you can just have one box. Like I have the battle box, so I've got all the characters from season 1. I've got all the characters from season 2. But I could easily just take 2 characters with me or 1 character with me if somebody else has it, and just take the character I want to play for that day along with me to the game store or wherever, the cafe, whatever. So we're gonna shuffle our decks. We're gonna each draw, starting 4 cards. And since I'm the first player, like I said, I won't have an income phase. And do you have your little flip that over and show everybody that card?
Yeah, we have a interesting little turn order card. I guess I could hold it up here too if you can see it. That just basically tells you the phases of the game, which you have really a preparation phase, and then you have your main phase, your offensive phase, and then another main phase. So you get to play cards both before and after you do your attack. So you can kind of time when you want to play those cards.
Awesome.
So, yeah, and every card in your deck kind of is colored differently, so you know. And I mean, I'm giving away my hand right here, but you know what colors you can play. So they make it really easy to tell when you can play cards.
So yeah, so starting off, I've got since I don't get to draw a card at the beginning of my turn, I just have the 4 that are in my hand. I only have 2 CP to work with, so I need to be thinking really carefully. I don't have anything in my hand right now that would make me feel like I want to upgrade any of these right now, but some of the cards that we could be pulling could be upgrades for what's on the player board here, making those abilities a little bit more impactful. So for now, I don't have anything that I'm ready to play. I'd like to save these cards until later.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll, and I've got...
And this is the offensive phase. When you start the offensive phase, you roll, and everybody has custom dice.
This up just a
so
little.
Everybody's set of dice is different, which is really unique.
Yeah, so I'm going to, and you can see this on our player boards too, where it's going to show you the distribution of the different icons that we are going to be working towards on our player board. So I've got 1 through 3 are claws for me, 4 and 5 are gaze, and 6 is droplet. So getting any of my blood-oriented abilities is going to be a little difficult because I got to roll lots of 6s.
Let it be difficult.
Lots of 6s. Well,
there's also an ultimate ability that triggers if you roll all 6s.
Yes.
Which is pretty interesting.
Which I really, really hope to get it off. It's a little harder, but you can use
harder
cards.
For me with my luck with dice, I'll tell you that.
And you can use cards to change the die.
That's true. There is dice mitigation in this game, which is a saving grace for me. I have to kind of rely on that dice mitigation because some of my rolls are really bad. We'll see what happens here.
All right, so I'm starting off with not too bad. So I've got 3 3s, a 4, and a 6, and I could go for a gouge. If I get 4 of a kind, which would mean I get another 3 claw, I will also gain blood power, which wouldn't be a bad way to start off the game. I typically like to go a little heavier since I have a 3, 4, 6. I'm also close to getting a straight, small straight or a large straight, which is a little bit more powerful for me. But it's unlikely that I was going to get 3 3s on that first roll, so I feel like I have to go for a gouge on this first one. So that's what I'm going to do. I got the exact same too.
And you get 3 total rolls here.
3 total rolls.
And when you set a die aside in a first roll, you're not locked into that die. You can still pull that die back and re-roll the whole set again.
Yeah, and I have some cards that might allow me to make a change if I want to. I'm not going to do that yet since I have 1 more roll, so I'm going to go ahead and take that last roll, and I'm going to just be astounded by the fact.
You roll literally the same thing
No,
again?
I got a 5 instead of a 4 this time.
All right.
But go figure, right? So I didn't get what I was going after, but I can attempt to reroll up to 2 dice for 1 CP, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Nice card.
Right now, and so throw that in my discard pile, and I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do instead, is I'm going to reroll these 2 3s. I'm really going to take a risk here because I'd rather get a straight.
Did you get it?
Oh my gosh,
no,
I got 3 6s.
Anything? Is 3 anything, or do you need 4?
No, but I have samesies, which allows me to change the value of one of my die to be identical to another one of my die.
That costs
so
CP?
I will pay 1 more CP for that. I will change this 5 to a 6, and I will come at you with bloodthirst, actually, because I only have 4. So that's going to allow me to gain 2 blood power, which is excellent. And then I'm going to deal 5 undefendable damage. But wait, there's more. I'm going to then take one of those blood power and use the 1 token ability, which, if my offensive roll results in an attack, I can add 2 damage. So now you're taking 7 undefendable damage, so you do not get a defense roll, sir.
Okay, so I'll take 7.
Unless you have a card to mitigate anything that I've just done to you.
I mean, I might, but I'm not playing it. All right, so that's your turn then, right? Or do you have a? You're out of
now,
CP,
so I'm out of CP. He's taken his damage. I'm feeling very good about myself right now. I have main phase 2. So in our turn order card, we've done the targeting roll, we've done the defensive roll, except he didn't because undefendable damage. So now it's main phase 2, and then we'll go to discard phase, which I'm going to skip both of those and just end my turn and hand it over to Ryan.
All right, awesome. So Gunslinger every turn gets a free reload token, so I get that right away, and I can spend that to deal extra damage during my turn. I'm going to gain 1 CP, and I'm going to draw 1 card. Ooh, I know what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to spend 2 of that CP, drop me down to 1, to play an upgrade. I'm going to upgrade my Take Cover ability to a better version of Take Cover. I feel like that's an ability I'm going to use a lot. So that's all I'm going to do right now for my main phase, and I'm going to take these dice and roll them. And it looks like I've got the 2 here I need. One of those.
So he's got...
I'm gonna try to get that Take Cover ability. So let's see if I can re-roll these again. All right, one more roll.
But wait. Oh.
What?
Really no. I thought you were closer to a straight. Me were.
I was, but I wasn't going for the straight. So I've got 4, which I could use my revolver with, and I could deal some damage. Let's just straight up do that. Let's deal 4 damage, and I will spend my reload. So I'm going to use my reload. I can roll 1 die and add half that value. So I'm doing 4 right now. Plus 3, so 7.
7.
It is defendable though.
It is defendable. I have Immortal Flesh for my defense, and I only get to roll 3. And I have something that might help me out if I need it.
Well, you also have 0 CP.
I have 0 CP, but there are cards that cost 0 CP.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting? Okay, so I'm going to roll my defense. I got 2 claws, which allows me to inflict bleed on Ryan. And then per blood that I roll, I get to steal a health. So I will gain 1, he will lose 1.
Okay.
So I'm technically up to 51 before the damage. Now you're doing 7 damage.
Yep.
So then, not cool.
And
44. Okay.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to hold on to these cards and hope I can play them later.
Okay, good. So now we're into my income phase, because you're not doing main phase 2 or discards.
I'm not.
Right?
I'm not doing any discards, which discards gain you combat points. But I kind of want these cards in my hand.
So I'll gain my CP. I'll gain my card. Ooh. I'm not going to use that right now. I'm not going to use that right now. I'm just going to come at you, bro.
Come at me.
All right, so
I gotta see a lot of eyeballs.
3 4s,
eyes? What are
which
those?
means I can glamour, which is a nice one.
That
Do I
sounds
want
like
to
a
go
vampire
straight
ability.
glamour up and early? Gosh, I could. I still have 2 rolls. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and keep these 3 eyeballs, my 3 gazes.
Oh, gazes. Okay, they look like.
And I'm going to see.
There's another eyeball.
Oh, and that allows me to. Now I could choose to go glamour here, gain a CP, gain mesmerize, deal 4 undefendable damage. Means no defense roll against Ryan.
And I don't get to roll any of my defense dice, do
I could also, because I have the blood, the droplet, go Sangomancy and heal 2 of my health, gain 3 blood power, which is pretty nice. But I already have a blood power.
And
I'm looking at
that
undefendable
healing
damage.
all day long,
I'll be
isn't he?
healing.
Yeah. Or she, I guess.
Stealing your health. I still have 1 blood power too, and so right now I'm looking at 6 undefendable damage. So I think I'm going to just go with the glamour. I'm going to gain that CP,
undefendable damage
do 6 undefendable damage, and gain mesmerize. And here's why.
I got some cards in my hand, but I'm not using any of them, so I'll take that 6.
I'm going to explain now the other ability for mesmerize that I shouldn't say this because now you'll know what's coming for you. But blood magic.
I know what's coming for me.
When I play, if I get a large straight, I can then spin this mesmerize to make my damage undefendable for this large trait, and that large trait does 8 damage.
And this was a bad character to play against yours, because I have no healing abilities. And
I wasn't going to tell you that.
It's fine.
No. So I'm going to try and hold on to that Mesmerize. That doesn't mean that it can't be removed. So he could use an ability or something to remove a token
There are
from me.
definitely cards that will do that. So I'm going to look for I'm going to hope I draw a card that lets me get rid of that Mesmerize.
Go for it.
We'll see. Are you done then?
I am. You took your 6 undefendable damage.
I did. I'm at 36. What are you at?
I am at 44.
Here we go.
And for those of you watching, Jeremy is in the comments, so he's keeping up
Man,
with
this
it.
is a
I'm
tough
doing my
one.
best to keep
I
up
gained my
as well.
I gained my reload first of all.
Nice.
This is a tough decision. I think I'm just gonna go straight into the main phase and see what I can do here. So, or the combat phase. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I got my take cover on my first roll.
Oof.
So I'm gonna do my take cover. So it gives me evasive, which is nice, and does 6 damage, but I'm going to use my reload token. So it's actually doing 6 plus 1, so 7, and then I'm going to spend a CP to play Eat Lead.
Ugh.
I'm going to roll 5 more dice. And I'm doing 7 damage right now. Every bullet I roll is going to increase my damage. So I'm at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I dealt at least 4 extra damage, which I did, you're knocked down.
Cool, give me that token.
So 11 damage and knockdown. So the gunslinger, he can do a lot of damage, or she can do a lot of damage if you combo your cards and everything correctly. So
yes,
here's your
evasive will
knockdown.
be good against that undefendable damage if
that's why
he rolls well.
That's why I need to take cover, because that's really the only way I can avoid that right now.
But I've heard that dice hate Ryan, so
they do.
We'll just hope he can't get that.
But that was very out of the ordinary for me.
And
I'm very excited that I rolled a take cover on my first roll. All right.
So are you good then?
Yeah, let me look at my second main phase and see if I want to do anything.
Done hurting me?
I don't want to do anything. Okay. I was going to, but I played that Eat Lead, so changed my whole mind.
And knockdown for me does...
Knockdown means you don't get to take an offensive phase, but you can spend 2 CP to do it, or basically you skip your offensive phase and you remove knockdown. So you're getting back up.
Okay, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 CP to remove that token from me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend 2 CP... Sorry. I'm going to use 1 CP to remove that token from you, and then 2 CP to remove all tokens from myself instead. So you're going to remove your evasive. You're going to keep your blood one. Which, did you roll during your upkeep phase?
No, I had to roll. If I roll a 5 or a 6, right, it goes away?
Yep. No, if you roll a 5 or a 6... Holy crap, it does.
Yep.
Jeez. Dice don't hate you today, sir.
That's lucky.
It is lucky. So I used all my CP to remove stuff.
I hope the dice don't hate me today. This is a very dice-heavy game, obviously.
And then I'm just going to pray for good things to happen here. So I got rid of my Mesmerize.
Yeah, you got rid of your knockdown.
But
you
got
rid
rid
of Mesmerize too.
Because I removed all status tokens.
Yeah.
Which if I just used it on you and gotten the bleed back, it would have worked out better. But that's okay. I'm okay with it. Let's see. What do I get?
Got blood tokens, I see.
1, 2, 5, 6, 6. I don't know. Feels like I need to go for those 6s. So I'm gonna...
Man, don't get that ultimate. No.
Oh, there's 3.
Okay. This is where the luck can turn on me.
4, 5, 6. One more roll.
Ooh, or you're gonna go for the straight instead. Ooh.
The chances of me getting another droplet at this point are kind of on the low side.
Well, you need 2 more Oh, you only need 1 to use your blood power, right? But your chances of getting a 3 on 2, it's about the same.
Move this up a little bit.
Okay.
Just all on the screen. I think people will be able to see a little better if we move this up a little. Okay. So,
what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'm really debating. Shoot. It's difficult to decide at this point.
Well, because you don't know which way the dice are gonna fall here. Are you gonna go? Go for the 3 or go for the...
I feel like I'm going for the 3.
Going for the 3.
And I got a 2 and 2 blood, and so basically I wasted my roll, which is awesome. That's super great for you. of course, because I can do nothing now.
Well, that was only your second roll, wasn't it?
No, it was my third.
Oh, that was your third.
That was my third. So I basically wasted my whole turn. And
I'm
that
okay
happens.
with that.
And I'm okay with that.
I don't need more vampire bites.
I definitely wasn't
going
to get that 6. It was more likely to go for the straight.
You
It
know,
was a
no,
bad
I agree with
decision.
you. I would have gone for the straight too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you had 2 chances to roll a 3.
I did.
So
no
done the same
defense
thing.
roll. I'm just going to go ahead and skip my main phase.
All right.
I'm going to cry a little bit.
Let's go on to so I get my CP, draw my card. Ooh, okay. All right, I get my reload token straight off. And let's roll. Need another take cover. I did not get it, but I did almost get it.
Almost.
So let's just reroll this one and see if I can get that take cover. Nope, I get one more roll.
Nope.
No, but wait, there's more.
But wait. There's
I'm going to spend 1 CP to play samesies and just turn this die into the dash symbol. So that is take cover. So I do get my evasive. I'm going to spend my reload token because right now I'm doing 6 damage. I'm going to add 1 to that. I'm going to do 7 damage.
Okay. I'm going to is it undefendable or not?
It is not undefendable. Guess we're rearranging the cameras.
Yeah.
here.
You keep going out of frame.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Listen. We're figuring it out. Okay. So
I bumped the camera earlier.
So it is defendable, so I can roll.
So it is 7 defendable damage,
Okay,
yes.
go ahead and move your dice for me, buddy. All right. So I steal 1 health, or I could choose to use my defensive reroll. It doesn't feel like the right time to use this.
No, you want to wait till that ultimate comes in?
Well, it's for defense specifically. I do get to steal 1 health from you.
All
So
right.
I'll steal 1 health from you, and I
I'm
take
down to
7,
35.
right?
Yep.
So I only take 6.
Yep, take that 6 damage. What are you at?
27.
I am at 35. So it's still fairly close,
Yeah.
honestly.
All right, so back to me.
Yep. What do you lay it on? Lay on the pain, vampire. Oh, vampire
Thanks,
lord,
John.
I'm sorry.
I'm working on it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start with Bloodletting. I gain a CP and a blood power.
Ooh.
Not a bad free card to start with today. I'm going to go ahead and burn both of these cards for 2 CP. So you can choose to...
I feel like you're building up over there.
I might be. So you can choose to trade in your cards for CP. So it's 1 CP per card that you burn.
Yeah, during the main phase.
For me, these were both worth 0. And so they're good cards. I'm not going to pretend that they're not. But the chances in just my play style and how I know how I play.
Well, everything's situational.
I haven't really found myself wanting to use
Right.
this. So I'm just going to get the CP and get it out of the way. All right, so...
Ooh, that's a,
Son of a gun.
that's
Are
a
you
good
kidding
roll.
me? All right, so 3
Hey,
sixes
you got,
right off
you
the
got
bat.
some chances here to do your ultimate.
No. I can't really go for it and not get it again. I'm
Well,
going
if
to
you
cry.
get at least 1, you get bloodthirst. If you get at least 1 droplet.
If I get 1 droplet. I
If
only
you
have
get 2
one more
droplets,
roll.
you get your
Oh.
ultimate. Do you want to chase it? Are you chasing the dragon?
I don't know. I feel like I should almost go for Rend instead because the hands are more likely to come up. And I think I will.
Okay.
And it worked. Okay, so I'm going to go for a Rend.
Okay.
I'm going to deal 6 damage and then roll 3
Is
dice.
that defendable?
This is going to be defendable, yes. So first, I'm going for Rend. I'm going to roll 3 die. And based on the results of those, so I get another 2 damage, so that's 8. Plus gain a card for the gaze. And then I'm going to add 2 more damage to it. So you're going to take a total of 10 defendable.
So the first thing I'm going to do is roll my defense roll, which is dual. So we both roll a die. If my die is greater, I actually deal damage back to you. So let's roll.
I hate this.
I had a 5, a 6. So I didn't win the duel, so I'm going to take 10 damage. I'm going to try to evade it. So I'm going to use my evade token. If I can roll a 1 or a 2 on this die, I evade all the damage. Nope. So I take 10. And my evade token goes away.
Yay!
All right.
Okay, so that worked out well for me, and we're back in close range for
it's a
health.
pretty. I mean, the game is
27-25.
Pretty close. Are you
We're
done
back to
with
my
your...
main phase 2.
Yep, you're right.
I have double up. So double up, I get to spend 1 CP to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And I will take that because there might be something here I want to play before the end of my turn for defense. There is not for now, and so I will just hold on to those for my next turn. Hand it over to Ryan.
All right. So I'm going to gain my reload. Going to gain my CP and draw my card, and we'll see what I want to do here. So I'm going to discard this Bounty Hunter and this Revolver. I just don't want to use them right now to gain 2 CP.
If you lose the duel, you still do 1 damage back to the vampire.
Oh, you're right. You do.
That's
if your roll is
right.
not
I
graded,
did
you get 1
forget
damage back.
All right.
Thanks,
Tim.
That's good to know. You know what I'm going to do?
I'm relying on Ryan to know his character better.
I'm going to spend 2 CP. This is my first time playing the Gunslinger.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to play 2 CP to do Wanted, inflict a bounty on you. So here, take your bounty token.
Thanks. Got a bounty on me.
And I've got 2 CP left. I'm going to spend 1 of them. Going through my whole hand here. To spin the chambers and gain a 2nd reload token. I'm going to hold on to this last card. Pardon me. And I'm going to go into my main, or my offensive phase here.
So Jeremy's saying in the comments that it is important to upgrade your defense if you can draw a card.
If I got the dual upgrade, which I haven't gotten.
Yeah, I'd love to get my defensive upgrade anytime now.
So I've got 2 oranges.
Heart of the cards.
Yeah, right. Well, the heart of the cards doesn't believe in you.
No, it doesn't.
So I've got my bounty hunter here. So I might just do that and inflict some more damage. Or do I want to go for another take cover and try to avoid your huge hits? Let's just do this. I don't know. Bounty hunter has a stack limit of 1.
Is that persistent bounty?
Yep. Until you can get rid of it.
So I just have to use something to get rid of a status effect. It doesn't go away after it's happened.
I'm going to reroll these 2.
Pun still intended.
Alright. So I'm going to spend 1 CP. So I'm at 0 CP. I'm going to try that again. I can reroll up to 2 dice, meaning I can reroll the same dice twice. So I'm going to try this die. Try to get a yellow. Nope. I'll try again to get a yellow.
Oh, we got it.
Take cover. All right. So it's 6 damage. I'm going to spend both of my Gunslinger tokens to roll 2 dice. So adding 4 more to that. So 10 damage. And I gain my evasive.
All right.
10
totally
damage.
hate that. There's nothing I can do about it.
You get to reroll a defensive die. It's not.
Yes,
it's not
I'm just gonna. So I don't forget.
Okay.
I know that's not technically the way, but I'm gonna do it that way anyway. All right, so I get to steal 2 health from you.
Okay. I'm at 23. What are you at?
Takes me back up to 18 with that
You're
stealing.
18. So we're still really close.
Yeah.
And I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage right now because I have no combat points and no cards in my hand. So I needed to get that evasive.
Okay.
So,
You did need to get that evasive.
Yeah. I don't know what's coming.
All right, so I'm gonna draw my card. I'm gonna gain my CP. I might
get the life drained out of me here.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend for triple up and spend 2
Is that
P.
draw 3 cards?
Draw 3 cards. Boop, boop.
That's what I need right now.
1, 2, and 3, and finally I'm getting some nice upgrades.
That's not what I like to
there,
hear.
which I needed.
I forgot about the bounty.
Oh yeah, so I take 1 more.
Damage and I get 1 CP. So all hope is not lost.
So I really want to get rid of that, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave it be for right now because I would rather
Do a ton of damage to me.
upgrade my bloodthirst, which gives me a 3 blood ability because I keep rolling.
You do keep rolling 3 bloods.
That seems like it would be useful for me right now. I'm going to then go ahead and burn, which seems silly to burn this transference card for 1 CP, but it'll make sense if I use this other card that I have
I don't know what you got
in waiting.
Uh-oh.
And so,
none of
let's
this sounds
get
good
some.
for me. I'm only at 23. Right. Well, you got your 2 blood already.
1, 2, 4, 6, 6. G money. I'm gonna go ahead and go for bloods.
Go for the bloods.
Go for
the
some
droplets.
bloods. All right, so now I'm sitting at.
You can see the sweat dripping down the side of my face here.
Oh, son of a gun.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go for the 3rd drop?
Going for something.
No, you got your
going for
rend though. So
yay. So I'm gonna deal 6 damage.
Defensible?
Yes.
Okay.
But I also get to roll 3 die.
Ooh, that sounds bad.
And that does an additional 2.
So
I
8.
get to draw a card, so 8.
Okay.
Plus, we're not done yet. I have 2 attack modifiers. One that costs me nothing and one that costs me 1. So I'm going to spin that CP. I'm going to do both of these attack modifiers. Okay. The first one adds 1 damage, so we're up
9.
to 9. Additionally, if you have any bleed, which you don't right now, so that's fine. I'll just cry about that one. This other one, I get to roll 5 die.
Okay.
And I do add an additional 3 damage.
So 12.
So 12, and if at least 3 was added, inflict bleed. Okay. So now you have bleed.
Sure,
so
I played a card just like that one.
Maybe I should have done that in reverse order now that I think about it, which would have added another damage, but that was my bad. So
12?
Duh. 12.
All right, let's duel. That's defendable, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to roll duel.
Defend yourself,
4.
sir.
So roll your die. 6. So I do nothing. I do 1 damage back to you. I will take 12.
12.
All right, I'm at 11. You're at 16.
So then now it's my main phase 2. I am happy. I'm going to just go ahead and say I'm done for now and hand it back to Ryan.
Gain that CP. Draw that card. I'm going to gain a reload token. Roll for the bleed. Roll to 5. It's gone.
Jeez. You're getting rid of those so easy right now. That's very unusual.
I'm going to spend this to upgrade Fen the Hammer. If I can get a large straight, I'm in good shape. But also, it gives me this pistol whip ability that I absolutely love. So.
That's aggressive.
Oh.
My goodness. Some gunfire.
I forgot to try
down.
to evade all that damage. Oh, well, it's fine. I can have more than 1 evade token.
It's okay.
How do I want to do this? Large straight. I've got 2, 3, 5. Maybe do a small straight.
Hey, I forgot to do my attack modifiers.
I just got so disappointed with my dual roll that I forgot about everything else happening.
It's gonna happen sometimes. You're gonna forget. You get caught up in the moment.
Let's see what I can do here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have my small straight. If I can roll a 1 or a 6, I get
You're so lucky because you have the middle straight.
I know. I did a 1 or a 6 here. Did not get it. But I did
get a small straight.
Get a small straight, or no, I can't pistol whip. I did get a small straight, so I'm gonna do my showdown. So we're each going to roll 1 die. If I roll greater, I deal 7 damage. Otherwise, I deal 5 damage.
Oh well.
So I'm doing 7. I'm gonna spend my reload token. So 9 damage.
9 damage. So first, I'm gonna roll my 3. I get to inflict bleed.
Okay.
And that's it. And then I'm going to.
So 9 damage.
Try and take my 9 damage.
It's getting really close. It's getting. What are you at?
7.
And I'm at 11. So we're still very, very close in points here.
We are. All right.
I really wish I could have gotten that large straight.
So I'll take my CP, gain my card. I'm gonna go ahead and get paid with this card, which is a 0 CP to get 2 CP. Boop boop. I'm going.
Oh, bounty again! You take 1 extra damage.
I take 1 extra damage because.
Sorry that I keep forgetting that,
bounty.
viewers.
You should be. They're very disappointed in you.
For not rolling that
all
evasive?
kinds of yes.
Oh, I'm gonna pay for that later.
So 2, yeah, you're getting a lot for that. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my possess.
I just got so bummed about my dual roll that I just gave up. That's what happened. But I'll save it because you could do more than damage than that right now.
Son of a gun. So 5, 6, 3. Ooh.
Well, you got 2 droplets.
And now I have something.
Yeah.
That I
triggers
can.
At 3.
I can. Well, at 3, and I have something that triggers at
draw blood.
1 and 2, which is just blood power, which means it's not attacking you, and I really want to attack you right now.
I'm okay with you just getting blood power.
I'm
Maybe
sure
you should
you
just
are.
get some blood power for later.
So I'm wondering if I should just go for another rend, and I think I'm going to.
Okay. What do you need?
That.
Oh, well, there you go.
I like how it lined up for me and everything. It was very beautiful.
All right.
So I'm going to do 6. I'm going to then roll 3.
Okay.
And that's going to let me draw a card and deal 1 additional damage.
7?
So that's 7 damage.
All right. Let's duel first.
Come on. No.
So I'll just deal 3 damage back to you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm taking 7.
Yep.
Let's roll that. Let's roll that evade, everyone. I need a 1 or a 2. I rolled a 2. I dodge it. My mobile gunslinger. However, now I have to roll for that bleed. So, or no, actually not yet. You have the second main phase.
It's my second main phase, and
those evade tokens.
There's nothing I feel like doing right now.
All right, let's roll a 5 or a 6 here for that. Yeah, 6.
Was that bounty? Did you? Oh wait, that was.
No, I don't think bounty. I think it's only when you're attacked.
Only when you're,
my duel doesn't do extra damage. Right.
Right.
So I gain a reload token.
He got his evasive.
I did get my evasive, and I gain a card. Okay. Holding on to this. I'm just gonna go straight into my main phase and see what I can do here. I've got 2, 3, 4. Let's keep that.
Yeah, Rin ended up being really good. I don't go for it
2,
enough.
3, 4, 5. I
need
the 1 or the 6.
I'm so upset about this. Come on.
1 or a 6. 2.
Okay, so you're gonna do what?
I'm gonna do that showdown again.
Okay.
So we're going to each roll a die.
4.
2. So you take 5 damage, but I'm going to spend my reload token. And 7 damage.
Okay, so 7 damage. First I'm gonna go ahead and roll my... So that's gonna...
Actually 8 damage, I'm sorry, because of the bounty.
Gonna give you a bleed. I'm going to then spend my 1 CP that I have left to prevent 6 of the damage that you're doing to me.
So take 2.
So I'll take 2, which takes me down to 1.
You're at 1?
1.
Oh my gosh. Alright, come at me.
Did you include this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did, unfortunately.
Whoo! Whoo! Alright, so...
I rolled a little higher on that reload.
Holy moly.
You're at 1.
I'm at 1.
I'm at 11, which
You're
I know
11.
you could easily do 11 damage in 1 hit, so.
Can
I have
go
no
back?
evade
So
tokens
is it,
here.
am I back? Is it me?
Yeah, you're back.
I'm back. It's me.
It's you.
Oh my gosh. I can't breathe. Alright. This is it. Holy moly.
Oh, wow.
2,
3, 4, 6,
and 3.
Are you going to get that 5?
I have to attempt it, don't I?
Yeah, I think you do.
2.
And no matter what, you're probably going to end up with something you can use, even if you don't get the 5.
Is that so? Right now I'm not.
Well, but chances are you're going to roll. You'll get your rend or whatever. No, you need 2 blood for that.
I do.
Well, your basic attack runs on 3 hits. 3 claws.
Mm-hmm.
I
This
don't
is
know.
not good enough.
I'll
This is
tell
not
you what
good
I would
enough.
do. I would chase the straight, but I'm also
I am
terrible
going to chase
at this
the
game.
straight.
Oh, you got it.
I
See,
did.
that's why you chase the straight. What
I'll
does your
gain
straight,
blood power.
What does your large straight
To
do?
start, I will inflict bleed.
Yeah, another bleed.
So I'm doing this in order. Then I'll
Okay.
deal 8 damage
8?
plus 2, so that's 10. And 10 damage.
All right. So first things first, duel.
Ugh.
If I beat, well, you're at 1. All right, I deal 3 damage.
You win. Game over.
I took 8. Actually, I had a card that even prevented 6 of it, so I would have taken 2.
All
Wow,
right.
that was intense. That was a really.
I talked a lot of crap to not win this, so.
That was
Oh, well.
close.
It was close.
That was really
This is
close.
fun.
So that was pretty quick. I think we're actually gonna let's pull up 2 more characters and do it again.
Should we do another? What do you guys think?
I mean, I'm down for doing another one.
Let's
We got
see.
time, right? Yeah, we got time. If we go a little bit over 1, I'm not too upset about it, right?
You're not too upset
I
about
won't
it.
be
All
too
right,
upset if we go
so
over 1.
I think what I'd like to do, if I'm going to play another one, so let me get out my big battle box here and I'll show you guys.
And while
who
she's
haven't
doing
seen
that, I
this.
just want to thank you to today's sponsors. Obviously, Game Toppers, who provided us with this great playing surface, this table that we love. So thank you, Game Toppers, for believing in our show, and also for Roxley for donating a copy of the Dice Throne Dual Pack. Is that what it's called?
It's a battle box.
Battle Box. So we're gonna be giving, like we said, the Samurai versus. Ooh, she pulled out the big box.
This is the most amazing. You guys
This
have
is
not
like
seen
this is like the collector's edition battle box thing. That thing is
cool.
crazy.
It's huge. And it's gorgeous.
huge.
And it can sit on its side like a book because of how wonderful everything inside is. So you guys just saw everything set up. But the coolest part about this wonderful season 2, nothing against season 1. I love season 1. I play season 1 a lot. I'm a big fan of the Shadow Thief.
Ooh, Shadow Thief.
Is the Shadow Thief's like the ninja character, and I love ninja stuff. Clearly, we know that, but it's also because it's an incredibly awesome character. Has a very slow, like very mean strategy. So all of these come in game trays. Individual ones, which are just incredible. And so you're going to see them like this, and everything just kind of fits inside. And
I know, they're super nice.
Super great. So
what are you going to do for this? What are you going to do for the next game?
So there are two characters that I keep going back to other than the Vampire Lord right now, just because I'm wanting to master them, and I'm between the Cursed Pirate and the Artificer.
Ooh,
I think it's Artificer. I'm probably saying that
That's
wrong.
Artificer.
It is Artificer? Okay.
I like the Artificer. Cool combo potential.
The companions. So the Huntress and the Artificer have companions,
yep.
which is really neat and something that's introduced in Season 2. The Cursed Pirate is a dual-sided board.
Oh, interesting.
So I see somebody asking for the... Oh, it's Jeremy asking for the Tactician. I don't want to hear what you want.
I want to be the Tactician.
Yeah, you would, because he totally rolled on his first turn against me the other day. All 6s.
Yeah.
Got his ultimate right off the bat. Okay, I see Cursed Pirate, so I'll do Cursed Pirate. I do have Season 1 with me, but just for the record. But, so what we're going to do is we're going to put our stuff away here, and I don't know,
Switch
do you
out
want
our boards really quick.
check out the boards? So do you want to talk about, I don't know, the weather? I'm just kidding.
The weather here is cold.
It is cold.
By the way. You'll notice I'm wearing a sweater. We'll get set up here. It's not going to take
not too long.
More than a minute. Got to get my Tactician tokens out. I am a big fan.
Tokens?
Ooh, tack tokens. I'm a big fan of this guy.
He's neat.
I would be a big fan of him if I could roll an
I am
ultimate
not
on
as
the
big a
first
fan
turn.
of him because
he
smushed me the other day. Smushed me flat.
I think I had pretty good. I had some pretty good luck there with the Gunslinger. I don't always.
You did. Yeah,
I don't always
doing
make my
pretty
rolls,
good.
and this is not the Tactician's token. This belongs to the Artificer. It's interesting that it's here. I'm gonna set that aside so we don't lose it.
All right. I guess I should have done that where people could have seen how awesome it was to put
okay.
that away and how easy. Do you want to flip over and we can show setup?
I've already got mine
you've
set
got
up.
Your set up.
Look how quick that was.
It was so quick.
Yeah, I'm ready for this Tactician.
So with the Cursed Pirate, she's the only one that doesn't have like where you see her special die cut.
I don't know anything about the Cursed Pirate.
Is double-sided.
What?
Am I on the thing? I am. Okay. So she's double-sided and super incredibly awesome.
I've never even
flip
seen the Cursed Pirate in play.
if she runs out of doubloons as part of her passive ability. So she's going to start with, and it says here, she'll gain 3 cursed doubloons. And I actually have played this a couple times, and I forgot that she started with cursed doubloons, and I still managed to almost win. So I was pretty impressed with myself. Her ability. Well, you want to go through yours since yours is set up, and I'll get mine set up.
Yeah, so basically, my Tactician runs off of Tactical Advantage. A lot of my abilities and moves are going to grant me Tactical Advantage tokens. I can spend those in, or turn those into trigger abilities. Now, the more of those Tactical Advantage tokens I've acquired, the more powerful abilities I'll be able to use. I have an ability Constrict. Basically, you get one less roll attempt for the Constrict. And I can only stack limit only 1. So I can only put 1 of those on you. Basically, you only get 2 rolls instead of 3. I can also target you. If I do +2 damage to you, basically.
Huzzah.
And then I can protect myself. I'll play with my Protect token. I can spend it and do take half damage. That would have been really nice against the Vampire.
I'm sure it would have been. All right, so
yeah.
So I've got Cursed Doubloons. So these are things I want to gain in the first. If I'm just the Cursed Pirate, they're going to be things I want to give away to the other player if I become the Ghost Pirate. So they're going to deal damage once I'm the Ghost Pirate. But for now, it's important because they're what keep me from flipping over. When I flip over to become the Ghost Pirate, I'm going to lose 4 damage every upkeep phase. And when I'm the Cursed Pirate, I lose a doubloon every upkeep phase. So I have to really pay attention to my doubloon intake and outtake, I suppose. So there's that. Let's see. He does look like M. Bison.
He does look a little bit like M. Bison. A little bit of this is like M. Bison before he hit the gym. Oh wait, I start at 50 health.
You
not
do.
5.
Do you start at 50? We'll roll this time to see who goes first, just like before. Unless
Winner doesn't get to go first.
You can go first if you don't want to have enough keep phase.
I don't want
an
to.
income phase.
I don't need one.
Okay, cool. You go first.
I'm gonna shuffle my deck up here. I'm ready. Ready to get started. With the tactician.
We're ready.
If I can roll my ultimate on the first turn against you, you will never play against the tactician again.
I see somebody saying here that they liked losing their doubloons and going straight Ghost Pirate early, and I am not against that.
I don't know anything about the Ghost Pirate.
I found the Ghost Pirate to be super, super awesome.
Oh wait, here's one more.
But it's kind of how your cards are flipping up and things as well, so it's a little bit of a mix.
All right. I'm going to start off the game right away. Are you ready to start?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Jumping right in with an upgrade
Jeez.
to my Saber Strike, because I feel like I'm going to use my Saber Strike a lot, and I want to increase the amount of damage I've got. Now, I'm going to get rid of this Countermeasures 2 to gain 1 CP, and there's a very specific reason why. But I'm not going to reveal that reason right now. So I'm going to roll my dice. Let's see what I can do here. Let's get a whole bunch of medals. Oh, 2 medals. Just feel like going for it just because of what happens if I do.
I mean,
3 medals.
If I get hit with an ultimate on your first round,
Actually, I just need 1 more medal.
I'm gonna
I just need 1 more medal.
I'm gonna call shenanigans.
I need 1 more medal,
dice.
but if I roll 2 more medals, that'll be amazing. I didn't even roll 1 more medal.
Oh, good.
So I end up with, I think, nothing. My
no,
gambit.
I mean you can go for.
My gambit failed.
You have anything to tip?
I mean,
Can you tip your 5?
I can. I'm gonna spend 1 CP. This is why I held on to this CP. I'm gonna gain 2 tactical advantage, but I'm gonna use 1 of them immediately to reroll a die. What do I want to reroll here? I'm gonna reroll this one and hope for either a saber or a medal. Anything but a flag. All right, there we go. So now I can carpet bomb you. So I gain 1 tactical advantage. It deals 2 damage to you, basically.
Undefendable, correct?
No, it says collateral damage.
Collateral damage.
It's a thing for when you're playing multiplayer games, which we're not.
It's treated the same as undefendable.
It's just so 2 undefendable damage. And then I can spend 2 tokens to do nothing. I need 3 to do the next thing, so.
I like nothing. So
All
I
right,
get to
carpet
roll.
bomb.
Well, I get to roll my defense, right?
Oh, yeah. No, undefendable.
Oh, that's right, because we just said that.
Yeah, we did just say that. 2 undefendable damage.
So now I'm going to draw.
This cursed pirate scares me.
Well, it shouldn't.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not
Not
scared.
too much.
I'm not scared at all.
All right, I'm going to keep
gonna
this.
destroy.
I'm going to
Between
keep
you and
this.
me?
I'm going to keep this. I'm going to burn this one for a CP, so I'm up to 4 CP. Make sure I feel really good about that really quick. Hold on.
I'm going to sneak my awesome card in here. Oops, what? It's not that awesome.
Main phase 2?
No,
I
got 2 levels. No, I'm not going to play it.
Okay.
I got 2 levels of the same card, basically. A lot of your abilities can level up multiple times, and I just drew the middle one and the higher one in my starting hand.
Oh, cool. So
you can jump straight to the higher one.
Well, did you sell one of them for CP?
I did. That's why I got rid of it.
Okay. Let's see. I have 4 CP. I'm gonna go ahead and. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with what I've got.
I have no idea what to expect with this cursed pirate.
So
you're gonna give me a gold doubloon?
No, at the conclusion of my turn, I remove 1. You don't get those unless I become the ghost pirate.
Gotcha.
All right,
Ooh,
so
those dice are nice and bright. I like
so
those.
yeah, so my distribution of dice are I have 3 swords, so 1 through 3 are swords. My 4 and 5 are booty.
Oh, booty.
And then my 6s are
Hands
skulls.
off my booty. That's got to be a good roll for you,
So
right?
I've got a 3, 4, 5 starting here.
That's not bad.
I could also go for. I can go for a few different things here, and so I feel like
you're straight off right off the bat.
Yeah, I would rather go for a straight here. I think it's a little more powerful than going for the cutlass strike, so I'm gonna go for that. I got a 1 and a 5, so super. But what I could do is change my decision and start going for X marks the spot. X marks the spot is with 3 treasure chests. I get a CP and then I get to roll 3 die.
Booty.
Sorry, 3 booty.
Thank you.
And then I can continue onward from there. So I think what I would like to do. I mean, there's no benefit right now for me rolling any more of these unless I want to do walk the plank. So I could.
You might as well reroll because you've got X marks the spot regardless. All you just if you get a 2. No.
So I didn't.
So
I'm gonna go ahead and do X marks the spot. I gain a CP.
Okay.
Woo. And then I get to roll 3 die. I get 2 undefendable, and then I get to draw
2 undefendable damage.
2 cards. Yep, 2 undefendable damage. I get to draw 2 cards, so my hand is nice and full of things now. I'm going to go to my main phase 2.
That would be nice. My hand is not full.
And I'm going to... Well, actually, yeah, I'll hold on to this for now. I'll just keep all of these things, and I will keep all of these things, and let it be your turn.
Let me gain that CP. And a card. Ooh. Might as well do this now.
Doesn't really we should do a King of the Hill on this one, the 3-person format. I haven't done that yet either. Well, there's a
I'm gonna play War Room. I'm gonna roll a die and gain half the value in tactical advantage. I rolled a 6, so I'm at 5 tactical advantage, which is actually the max I can have.
That's frustrating.
I can spend 4 of them to gain a protect. I can transfer 1 status effect from any player to any player. Interesting. Maybe I want to inflict targeted onto you. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to spend 3 of these. Oh my gosh, maybe.
Oh yeah. At the conclusion of my turn,
I'm going to spend 3 to target you.
I'm targeted.
So you're going to take 2 additional damage whenever I deal damage to you.
Cool. Very cool.
Makes sense. Let's see what I can do with my roll here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep that. So that was a 4.
Are you going to keep rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're going to play something.
I'm not. All right. So that's all 3 of your rolls?
That was 2 rolls.
Okay. You're going to keep it?
For now. I'm going to keep it and do a small straight.
Okay.
Okay. But I don't have to actually keep it, right? I can still reroll.
You could still keep rolling if you want to.
But then you're going to mess with my dice. So
I don't know. I'm waiting to see what you do to make sure I decide what I'm going to do.
I'm going to gain a tactical advantage. Well, no, I'll go for it because I can reroll my dice. So, no, didn't get it.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend 1 CP.
Sure.
To ransom.
Okay.
One of your die, and you're going to have to pay me 2 CP.
Okay.
Or reroll that 4. I'm sorry, this 2.
I'll re-roll the 2. Alright. No, it wasn't that mean.
It's a little mean. So now you're at 4 swords, though.
Right, exactly, which is
Still
just fine for me.
damage.
Actually, it is 6 damage. And 3 of a kind, inflict constrict. Do I want to? You know what? I'm going to spend one of these and re-roll this. There we go.
Ooh.
7 damage. And I got 3 of a kind. So you were also constricted. So you lose 1 of your extra rolls.
Okay. And then the targeted.
And you're targeted, so you're going to take 9.
I'm going to take 9.
However, it is defendable. It's not undefendable damage.
It is defendable.
So.
I get to roll 4, which is much better than my previous character for the starting.
Yeah.
Move your health onto the frame, will you? I can't see it.
Okay. How about that?
All right. So, let's see here. I rolled a couple of swords, a couple
I have no idea what your defense does, so.
So, I'm going to gain 2 CP.
Nice.
Whoop, whoop. I'm going to deal 2 damage back to you.
Okay.
I like that. And then I'm taking 9, you said?
Yep.
So it takes me down to 39.
9 damage from the tactician. No ultimates yet at all today.
No.
Hopefully we get one before the end of the day, even if it's against me. I just like when ultimates happen.
Huh. Okay.
Just
So
no
are
dice.
you main phase 2ing? And did you use these? Because if you used...
Did I use what?
On your attack. Or wait, sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You just did 9 damage to me. You
Yes.
have targeted.
Yes.
Once that gets used, it comes off, right?
No,
it's
just
persistent.
forever.
And then constrict. That's on my turn. Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. My turn?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take my CP. I'm up to 7 CP. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, so you're probably going to pay... So the constrict, you can pay 1 CP basically to get rid of it.
I'm going to use Pillage. for 0 and steal a CP from an opponent.
Okay.
It takes me up to 8. I feel pretty good about stealing. I am a pirate after all.
That's true, you are a pirate.
I'm going to go ahead and spend one of those CP, the one I just stole from you, actually.
To get rid of the constrict?
To get rid of...
Or no?
Actually, 2. I'm going to take this one back. I'm going to get rid of 2 status effects.
Oh, nice.
All my status effects.
For 2 CP?
For 2 CP. By
what? You're doing what?
By spending this 2 CP
Oh, okay.
to remove all status
Gotcha.
effect tokens from a chosen player.
Why don't you choose me and get rid of my 1 tactical advantage?
Oh, because that's...
Keep
I have
the
1
constrict
CP
and
if I really
target it on
wanted
you.
to do that. It's really easy for you to gain tactical
I know it
advantage,
is.
and so it seems dumb to get rid of it. I do have a lot of CP, and I think that's going to benefit me long term.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, because I have 0.
All right, so let's do this thing. All right.
Lots
wow.
of swords.
Swords ahoy. 2,
Swords ahoy.
3,
Wow.
5.
We should have got you a pirate hat to wear.
I don't know. I kind of want to go for the straight. That's weird.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. 3 and 5 again.
Oh, my camera froze.
Is that why?
Yeah.
You want to fix it?
Sure.
Well, can you see it now? It's
working.
Our main
Sorry,
camera's
I don't know
gone.
what happened to our camera. So
That one?
we're gonna pause for a second. All right, and we're back. Sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulty. I don't really know how to explain what just happened, other than we're live and things happen when you're live. So it's still your turn. We were in the middle of your turn.
Okay, so I was rolling. I rolled twice. I'm sitting at 2, 3, 5.
Yeah.
I've got 3 swords and 2 treasure chests. Sorry, booty.
Yeah, it's always...
Got plenty of booty. All right.
Well, 4 swords.
1, 2, 3. Now, I have all these lovely things I can do, and I think I will. So I'm going to go ahead and...
The GoPro died again.
What in the world is going on?
We're just having some technical difficulties. It's what's happening. It's fine. We'll fix it. Until then, we could just look at you and say, we're going to fix the camera. So we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Again, I'm really sorry about that. I guess this is our first inaugural episode. Sometimes things surprise us. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. We're going to keep an eye on the camera and see, and we'll do some technical work after this and see. But right now we're back, and I think the game just doesn't want Kira to do a bunch of damage to me.
I'm going to.
That's
One
what's gonna
CP is going to allow me to tip a die.
Because I've got nothing
To a
really. I
4.
should have put that protect out earlier, but I didn't.
Where's my 4? Tipped to a 4.
So that's a straight, and
That's
can't.
a large straight.
I have nothing that can mess with that.
And my large straight allows me to inflict powder cake. Pew.
Oh, fantastic! What does powder cake do?
And then deal 9 damage. My powder cake.
9 damage.
During your upkeep phase, you will roll. If on a 1 to 2, you will receive 3 damage.
Okay.
On a 3 to 5, nothing happens, and on a 6,
Perfect.
You get to give it back. You get to put it on me instead, so you can bounce the powder cake around until it explodes.
All right, I'm
It's
going
lovely.
to roll.
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
Oh,
So I'm gonna also spend 2 CP.
okay.
1, 2. 1, 2. To roll 5 die.
Okay.
So we're up to what? 9.
9 right now.
And I will add. That makes it 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
And that's it.
All right, 11 damage coming at me. I'm going to roll to defend it. So I take 2 less, so I take 9, and I do 1 damage back to you. So I will take 9.
Ouch.
1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now I haven't gained any cursed doubloons, so that's a little concerning.
I'm not concerned about it at all.
He's not. So this is the end of my turn, main phase 2, and
Yes.
discard phase. I'm
Let
not going
me
to do
get-
that, so
let
I'm going
me-
to go ahead and get rid of my doubloon. I'm down to 1 doubloon.
And then you're going to turn into a ghost pirate?
And then I'll turn, I have
Alright.
to have no doubloons there,
I'm
so I
going to
still
roll
have
a
time.
1. So I roll. I get my 1 get my 1 CP. Draw a card. Oh, I need this right now. Vegas, baby. I'm going to roll a die and get half the value of CP. Come on, 6. 1. Luckily, it's rounded up, so I still get 1. I'm at 2. That sucks. I can't do anything. This card doesn't cost 2, so I'm going to roll for it. 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a large straight right off the bat, unless you can mess with it. That's amazing. I'm going to let that stand. I'm going to let that stand.
You still have 2 rolls.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I have to deal with the powder cake here in a second, too. I forgot about the powder cake.
I'm going to take it.
All right.
So
So
do
powder
your
cake, I need to roll. If I roll 1 or 2, I take damage?
Yep.
I roll a 4?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
It just stays on you.
So that was a 6. So I'm going to do my large straight, which is exploit. I gain 2 tactical advantage, and you take 9 damage and a constrict, which is actually 11 damage because of the targeting. Oh, you got rid of targeting, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. Well, here's your constrict token.
So how much am I
it's
taking?
just 9.
9? Takes me down to 20 then.
Oh, I missed. I'm sorry.
Bad job.
You're at 20. I'm at 37. That is defensible though, so you'll get to roll your
So
own
yeah,
point,
so
maybe.
get that up on out of here. All right, put them eyeballs. All right. And when does that takes effect on me now?
When
right?
you roll. No,
No,
during your
offensive.
offensive roll phase.
Okay.
You're going to get 1 less roll unless you
So I'm
spend
not
a CP
there
to
yet,
get
so
rid of
I'm
it. No,
fine with it.
just roll your regular defense roll right now.
So
and
I'm
we'll
gonna
see what
roll
happens.
Ooh, nice. I'm gonna deal
Do
3
3
back
damage
to
back to
you
me.
and gain a
Ouch.
CP. Arr.
I'm at 34. What are you at?
I'm at 20. It's pretty ouchies.
I like where this is
No,
going
it's not
right
good
now.
for me. Thanks, Jeremy. Okay.
That's it.
All right.
I
So I'll gain my CP. I'll gain my card. Ooh, hello. Do I want to use that? That's kind of neat.
oh,
I haven't had that one before.
never mind. It's too
So I'm going to first spend a CP to get rid of this crap.
Yeah, thank you.
And then I'm going to spend a CP for the crow's nest. And the crow's nest
Ooh, crow's nest.
allows me to choose an opponent, which I only have 1 right
Yep.
now. And I roll 1 die.
Okay, and tell me what happens. Roll it.
And
A
on
booty.
I discard 1 card of their choosing.
I've only got 1 card.
So
I
he gets
should have
rid of-
just played it on my turn. I forgot about my second
He just
main
lost
phase.
his upgraded defense, and he already got rid of his other one.
Yeah,
so
because
he's
I was an idiot and forgot I could
screwed.
take a second main phase.
I am happy about that decision.
I don't know why I was sitting there waiting for my turn to come back around so I could play that.
All right. 2, 3, 5, 5, 5.
Well, it won't matter if I still win, but I'm kicking myself for not just playing that on my second main phase.
I would be kicking myself too, Ryan. That was a bad decision on your part.
Well, I forgot I had a second main phase.
All right, so that was roll 2. It didn't do anything new for me.
Just like I forgot to evade in the first game. But that still worked out. Are you doing X marks the spot?
I am thinking about doing X marks the spot, yes. And so I will. I will gain a CP. And then I will roll 3 die.
And
all right, I will do 4 damage.
Oof. Defendable?
And draw a card. Undefendable.
Undefendable. I
and
want to defend.
On the sad part here is that I haven't gained any cursed doubloons. So that's a little scary. I could have chosen to change some of that to get myself a cursed doubloon, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and deal with the fact that I'm about to be a ghost pirate soon.
Well, I thought you wanted to be a ghost pirate.
I might want to be.
Oh, you might want to be. Okay.
I do lose 4 damage every upkeep phase.
Ooh, yeah, you want to be a ghost pirate.
Or 4 health. I lose 4 health.
Yeah.
So, okay, so
Sounds
that
good to me.
that does 4 undefendable to you.
I took it
It's
already.
the end of my turn, so I'm going to lose this.
Are you a
This
ghost pirate
only
now?
matters if at the end of my turn I don't have them. So I took it.
This is the end of your turn, right?
Well, at the conclusion of your turn, remove it. If you don't have any to remove, then flip
Oh,
your
if
board.
you don't have any to remove.
So the next turn.
Okay.
So I still have time to gain a
So you're
cursed
done
balloon
then,
back.
since you
Yeah,
completed your turn.
I
I'm gonna gain a
believe so.
CP.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw a card. This could be handy. All right, let's see what I can do here. Oh, I got to roll for that powder keg. 3? What happens on a 3 for the powder
On a
keg?
3, nothing happens. It
All right.
stays with you.
The thing is going to explode at some point.
I wish it would.
All right, oh, man. Do I want 4? I can deal 7 damage and constrict you, but you have so much CP. I don't really... Let's keep the 2, 3, 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4.
And that's it. So you have a small straight.
Yes. I'm going to spend 2 CP to change the value of any die. I'm going to make this a 5 so I can get a large straight.
Oh, wasn't that fabulous? All right, so what's your large straight do, sir?
All right, I gain 2 tactical advantage. 1, 2, which is my stack limit is 5, so that's all I can have. I'm going to constrict you. And then I'm going to do 9 damage.
Cool. So I'm going to roll 4. Ooh, this is what I needed. Now, I'm going to go ahead and gain a cursed doubloon.
Oh, so you're not going to go Ghost Pirate.
I'm going to prevent 2 damage.
So 7.
So 7. I'm going to do 2 damage back to you.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to play for 1 CP, not this time, and prevent 6 damage. So I only
take
take
1.
1.
Interesting.
Yay.
At least I got that out of your hand. And what do I want to do with my... Here's what I want to do. How much damage does the powder keg do when it blows up?
3.
I'm going to pay 4 of my tokens to transfer this powder keg to you. Basically, I'm going to throw it back at you.
Cool. All I
So
need
now
is
you have to
6
roll for it.
at the beginning of my turn.
Right. And I'm done, so it is the beginning.
And
of your turn.
now you just put that constrict on me, though.
Yep.
And I needed to pay.
Just
Oh, that was
nothing
part
yet.
of your defense.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
that was all
That was part of your turn. Huh, I'm so backwards right now. Okay, so I only took 1 damage. Now it's my turn.
Yes, now you got to roll for the powder keg.
I got to roll for the powder keg, but oh, that's upkeep. Yeah, I do that before.
Yep.
6. I get to give it back to you.
Oh, what?
Hot
6 that you
potato.
turn into another player?
Hot potato.
Oh, I didn't know you could even.
Yeah.
get 6
So
to anything.
3 to 5 at nothing happens on 6. I can transfer it to a chosen player.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, I guess I wasted all my CP then, or all
you
my
did.
tokens.
Good for you. I mean,
What
not
happens?
good for you.
I don't know
Sorry.
anything about the Cursed Pirate, so I've never seen that
Right, I'm gonna
powder
hold
keg in
on to
action
you
before.
for a second. I'm going to go ahead and just go rolling here. All right, so 1,
Lots.
2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I almost have a straight. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, you just need that 5.
5,
Or that 4.
3,
3. 3.
3.
But
Okay.
you still have 4 swords.
I do have 4 swords. I'm not sad about that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be either.
4 swords.
Is how much
and
damage?
On 4 of a kind I don't have. So 4 swords is going to be 6 damage.
6 damage. But you get to roll my defense.
Yep.
Alright. Sorry. 6 damage, I get to roll 4 defense. 6, 5, 4, 3. So I'll take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
right.
so main phase 2.
Yep.
I'm going to spend 2 CP to swashbuckle.
Swashbuckle.
And I'm going to roll a die. On that, I draw 2 cards. And
I need some of those card drawing
I
abilities.
remove a cursed doubloon.
Uh-oh.
And it becomes your turn.
Uh-oh, we're almost to Ghost Pirate. So I gain a CP, draw a card.
Oh,
roll
this is
for
an
my
instant action,
explosive
so I'm going to
thing.
take that. 2 CP. View, view.
I rolled a 3. Nothing happens with the powder keg.
Nothing happens.
All right.
Nice. Okay.
I'm going to just reroll that whole hand. I need to get some medals. There's 1 medal.
Got 1.
2, 3 medals.
3 medals. Oh my.
I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 CP to change the values of 2 dice. And I'm going to do that. And I'm sure you've got something you can do to mess with me.
I do.
But at this point, I'm going to trigger my ultimate unless you can mess with it.
I'm going to.
All right?
I'm going to change the value of any 2 die for 3 CP. And I'm going to make this a 1. I'm going to make this a 1. No. I don't want to do that. That helps you out. I'm going to make this a 4.
So I think that just gave me nothing to do.
You do not need season 1 before you get season 2. If you
That
play this, I do
is
see
it.
that comment coming up.
Yep, that basically.
So
I did
you
my
got
turn.
3 medals,
Doesn't 3
and he
medals does
can't
nothing.
do anything. So that worked out
that
for
card
me
is pretty
really
pretty
well.
baller.
But it did cost me 3 CP to do that.
Yeah, you're at 1, so I'm not too worried.
Okay.
And you're about to turn into a Ghost Pirate. And you're at how much health? 19?
I'm at 19 health.
Yeah, I'm not super worried, but we'll see what happens. You can definitely throw some
He's not
loops.
super worried.
I'm not super worried yet because you're about to go Ghost Pirate.
Okay. That's not necessarily a good thing for you, buddy. All right, so 4, 5, 1, 2, 1. I'm not getting any skulls today, and I'm super sad about that.
I'm super sad that you ruined my ultimate, but at least I drew that card out.
I'm not super sad that I ruined your ultimate. I think that was fantastic. Let's see.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know yet.
Now remember, if you want to roll again, you have to spend a CP to do so.
That's right. So I've got a small straight. We've already got a powder keg, which the cool thing is if I inflict another powder keg, the one he has immediately blows up. And so I think I'm just going to keep my small straight.
All right, well, give me my constrict back because that goes away.
And that's going to deal 7 damage and another powder keg, so you're going to take 3 immediately. That's separate.
So 3, wait, what?
For the powder keg, when the powder keg explodes,
Right.
you just take 3. That's not part of the normal thing.
Oh, it's not an attack?
So you're going to take 3 from that, and then we'll do the attack separately.
Okay.
So then we have 7 plus 2 for 1 CP.
So 9?
So 9.
Okay.
We're taking 9 right now.
Taking 8 and gaining 2 tactical advantage. Taking 8. And this is gone, right? Or
No, you got another
okay.
one. So the 1st one
take
blew
8.
up. All right. So now it's my main phase 2. And now it's time to end my turn. And that means Ghost Pirate. Sorry, Cursed Pirate. I keep calling it the Ghost Pirate.
So you take damage at this point, or you take damage later?
I will take damage during my upkeep phase.
Alright, I'm going to spend 2 CP to upgrade Strategic Approach.
Jeremy says this is turning.
Things are
because I turned the board over?
14 to what? You're at 19? Ooh.
14 to 19.
I'm going to roll this one again.
I agree.
No. Let me roll both these. Let me roll this one. Oh, I bumped this. This was a sword. So I rolled 3 of those and 2 swords.
Oh.
I'm going to spend this and actually reroll one of these.
Smart.
Get a sword. So strategic approach.
Yeah.
So I gain a tactical advantage. I deal a constrict, and I deal 7 damage to you.
Huzzah for you. All right, so
7 damage.
I get to roll 4 because it's not undefendable, correct?
It's not undefendable.
Oh wait, I have 5 now because I'm the cursed pirate.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Better defense for my cursed pirate. So I'm gonna deal 4 damage back to you and take 1 CP. Camera's out again.
Oh my gosh, this camera thing. All right, we'll be right back. Man, the perils of technology. We're going to look at our camera after this and see what's causing it or why it's like going into whatever's happening. We're going to figure it out. That is my promise to everyone.
There's no reason that it's doing
No
that.
explainable reason.
No explainable reason.
But we will get to the bottom of it. You know what? We're going to Sherlock Holmes this, and we're going to rule out every possible. All right. So that was your defense roll.
My defense roll. So I did 4 back to you, and I gained a CP, which I already took.
And now Ghost Pirate, so you're taking damage right off the bat, right?
Well, but how much damage were you doing to me? That was my defense.
Oh, I did 7.
7. Okay. Cool.
And then you take 4 for being a Ghost Pirate, Cursed Pirate?
At the beginning of my turn, yes.
What are you at?
8.
Ooh, this is a close one. This is such a close one. If only I could have gotten that ultimate off earlier. I wish I had cards in my hand.
I'm not going to do that.
Alright.
Alright.
And the camera turned off again.
Cool.
So, maybe we just finish the last couple rounds without using the overhead camera. We'll tell you what happens.
Yep.
Which is kind of boring, but
it is super boring. Do you want to maybe just...
Thank you everybody for your patience, by the way. We can't figure out what's going on with this thing. So, we're going to figure it out.
I rolled a large...
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. But I think we're about to actually reach the end of this because I think
I'm going to kill him.
Kira's about to kill me.
I'm going to kill him.
So...
I'm going to kill him right now. So, large straight. Inflict wither. Pew.
Ooh, okay.
And powder keg, which means that
3
explodes
damage,
immediately.
right.
Take 3.
I'm at 7.
And then deal 10 damage.
10?
10. And you're going to just have to
I'm probably going to
defend
die.
against
Unless
that?
I can roll 4 flags here. Which I didn't, but I'm going to deal 2 damage back to you. What are you at?
Oh, 6.
Well,
Whoa.
could have been anyone's game, but it wasn't my game this time.
I won. Haha. So let's
Oh,
go
that's
to
a
the...
climactic that, like, right after everything, we fix everything, and now
Yes.
you win. But, again, we're sorry for the interruptions, guys. This is a new thing we're doing. It's our first attempt at this. So, that's Dice Throne.
It is
and
Dice Throne.
We're 1-1, so I feel like we need to revisit this at some point.
Yeah, for sure. We might have to do, like, a one-off. If it wasn't for the fact that we're having camera issues, I'd say let's just
also, we're a little over on our time
We're a
already.
little over on our time.
For
And I
everyone
know...
that watched this long, I really appreciate it. Thank you for
thank you
giving us
so
a
much.
chance
So, a couple of
watching us
things
beat
we
each
want
other
to
up.
talk about is, one, we're going to announce the winner from the comments / hashtag funness that you guys did to support us today. So we'll announce that later today.
Yeah, you want to talk about how to enter again?
So if you haven't entered yet, comment in the comments of the live stream,
Yep.
or share the link to the live stream on your Twitter or Facebook or wherever with the hashtag MvM Live.
That's it.
And then we'll look through those here in the next hour and make a decision on who our winner is. And then that's super awesome. So the other thing is this wonderful table, which we're going to get some pictures of to show you guys. But if you haven't ever seen Game Toppers, this is the Mycroft table that we're playing on. So it's a really big one, and it's really nice. It comes apart into 2 pieces, and it can be carried around. It can be made into 2 smaller tables if we wanted to. But we use it big because we have all the camera equipment on it, and so it's really, really nice. And so thank you so much, Game Toppers, for sponsoring and providing this table.
And thank you
us
for Roxley for providing a giveaway for us today. So
and an incredible game that we play all the time at home. I love this game. My husband loves this game.
Yeah, I wish I could say that one of us really destroyed the other, but both games were really close, and we're 1-1.
They were very close. So
we're going to keep track of that.
Yes. Are we?
We'll see what happens.
We're going to keep track of that.
We might revisit Dice Throne at some time. So
yes, we'll have to.
We'll see.
Thanks so much for tuning in today,
thank you very much, everyone.
Next week is going to be...
Next week is going to be Duelosaur Island. And we will have another giveaway.
Yes,
so
we will.
Watch next week, same time, Wednesday at noon Eastern, and we'll be battling each other with dinosaurs. I don't think that's how it goes. But I picture like Pokemon. I'm going to throw out a Velociraptor.
Like Jurassic Parky. We're building the best
we're
dino park. But we have to also make
so.
sure we have good security and lots of fun attractions and make sure visitors are happy.
So you
and
mean it's
not
like
eaten.
Pokemon where I don't get to like fight you with a T-Rex? For sure it's not like that?
No, it's not.
No, I'm really excited about Duelosaur Island. So catch us next week and we will play Duelosaur. And we'll see you soon. Thank you.